Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wild Man Creations. If this is your first time joining me, my name is Jay, and this morning we're going to switch gears a little bit. I'm going to cook some breakfast out on the grill. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cook up some link sausage. I'm going to make some sausage patties, and I'm going to do biscuits. And for those Weber heads that do this all the time, this is nothing new to you guys. This video is more for the newbies that are always asking, well, what can I do? What accessories do I need? Super simple. The first couple of times I did it, people were telling me, oh, you can't do that on the grill. There's no way you can cook biscuits. Like, dude, my grandparents didn't have a regular stove until the 50s. My grandmother cooked on a wood stove up until about 1949. So this is nothing new. People have been doing this for centuries. I think a lot of people have become complacent and spoiled, and coming in the kitchen and doing things on an electric stove or a gas stove. But anyway, we're going to take it out into the patio and cook some stuff on the grill. So let me get the patties cut up. Oh, and I'm going to get a little coffee going. Get the patties cut up, and then also I'm going to go out and get the charcoal going. I'm not going to use a gas grill. I'm going to use a charcoal grill, and we'll go from there. So if you guys would sit tight, we'll be back here in a minute. All right, real quick. Get those going. I've got a little bit of mixture of charcoal and some lump coal. And of course, you can hear the planes going over, screwing everything up. But anyway, while this is going, we'll go back in and cut our sausage up. So if you would stick around, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back like a bad cold. And the joys of urban living, you can hear people chainsawing in the background. And in a moment, the airplanes will be going over ahead. But anyway, see, I cut my sausage up and I smashed the patties out to make them a little bit more round. And what I'd like to do is I like to put them away from the heat source, and I think you can probably tell over here I've got my coal, or what would fit in there, in a basket, which is one of the accessories I wanted to tell you about. Short of a charcoal chimney, I don't use any lighter fluid. I hadn't used lighter fluid in 20 years. I use a chimney to get my coal started. If I was on a limited budget and had to make a choice, my next choice would be a set of the baskets, which I have one in there. Because you can do all kinds of stuff with those. You can put the coal in there and you can turn them around, different configurations. You can bunch them up in the middle and use them kind of like a vortex. Now, I don't have a vortex, I have a portex. A medium-sized vortex is about $50. I picked this up at Walmart for, oh, I don't know, $6.97, I think, is what it was. But anyway, I cut the bottom out of a mixing bowl and made that. So that's my recommendations on accessories if you have to have one. What I typically like to do, and I don't know if I'm going to have room because I don't want to put these over the, I don't want to sear them yet, and I don't want them to burn. I may save these and cook these later. Anyway, I'm going to start out like that, and I'm going to let these cook a little bit. And you know me, I'm always saying, if you're looking, it ain't cooking, but this is one of those things, I think you can take an exception to that. Oh man, I forgot to spray my grate. I was going to spray that, but anyway, got a little ahead of myself. I typically like to let these just kind of bake first instead of trying to sear them, because to me, if you sear them first and then they don't get done all the way through, and I'm a stickler about I'm a stickler about raw sausage or undercooked sausage. So anyway, we'll put those there. I'm going to put these back in the house. And then we will come back here in a little bit and check on these and possibly flip them. And I don't know, then we may move them over and sear them a little bit. But I'm telling you, this when you cook them like this out on the grill, they don't taste the same as they do in the house. It's got a totally different flavor to me. And I think it's way better. But, you know, who has time to do this all the time? This is a fun thing you can do on the weekend if you have time. Or if you want to have breakfast for supper sometime, you can do this. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get the meat going. And then after the meat is done, then we'll bring the biscuits out and do the biscuits. So if you would stick around, we'll be right back. Okay, now before that plane comes over, see, I flipped them once, and they're getting a little more done than I like. But and that didn't take long, man. Hot, 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 hot. And you see how much they shrunk up. Hotsy totsy, baby. Hotsy totsy. Okay, now. Get all these. I'm going to let those just bake a little more. But what I like to do now, and you can use whatever kind of biscuits you want. I'm just using the old Pillsbury Doughboy stuff. We're going to close the lid. All right, it's 20 after. We'll set these inside, and we want to check these. This doesn't take long. Well, I think you say 11 to 15 minutes. I don't think total time. These are going to be about 7 or 8, I think. Typically what I do is about 4 or 5 minutes in, I'll take them and flip them over so they're getting cooked evenly. I don't know why, but it seems you would think the top would get done before the bottom, but the bottom seems to be, normally, the bottom seems to get done quicker than the top, so that's why I flip them over. Let me put these in the house, keep the flies away, and I'll pick up my mess. And in about 4 minutes, we'll come back, 5 minutes, and check them, just see what they look like. So if you would stick around. That's just 5 minutes. I'm gonna pull these off real quick. So Man, maybe another 3 or 4 minutes, those should be done. So let me go put these in the house, go get another plate, put the biscuits on, and then we'll come back and check on these. I don't think they're going to take that long. That's 9 minutes. That's 9 minutes. On the grill, charcoal only. So there you go, folks. Let's get this in the house and we go try them out. Sit tight, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now we're in the house. No more unnecessary, or how's it? No extemporaneous noises. But anyway, you see how easy that it was, how quick it came together. Totally done on the inside. Throw a bit of sausage patty on there. If you want cheese on there, you can put cheese on there. If you want to put an egg on there, put an egg on there. They're still hot. Let me get a drink here. I think it's the char that you get on there. It's what gives it that different kind of flavor. And they're not just sitting in grease like if you do them on the stove. It's a totally different taste. You got to try it. And the biscuits are so easy. I don't know why more people don't do it. But the thing that always cracked me up was I've got not the one I was cooking on, I've got another 22-inch Performer that I carry in the back of the truck, like if I'm going camping or to the races or whatever. And everybody's always asking me, what are you cooking this time? What are you cooking this? Well, I got up early one morning, I had the coals going. Like, what are you doing? So I'm going to make biscuits and sausage. Oh, you can't do that on a grill. So yeah, you can. So well, you can cook sausage on there, but you can't do biscuits. So yeah, you can. It's all about the coal placement. You don't just put a chimney of coals in there and dump them all in. You got to have that indirect heating. Is what they don't understand. Most people, they're just used to throwing a bunch of coals in there and then slapping a steak on and cooking it and then coming in and eating. All the Weber heads that have done this know what I'm talking about. It's about the coal placement and how many coals you put in there. Sometimes you don't need a full chimney of coals. But anyway, if you guys would try this, let me know what you think. Super easy. Also, if you'd hit that like and subscribe button, I would appreciate that. If you want to see more videos, hit the notification bell. And also, I'm going to attempt to put a link to my two ingredient biscuits in the description box. Not really going to be any recipe. I mean, it's cut up the sausage and smash the patties out, make them a little more thin because you see how much they shrunk up. And then cook the biscuits till they're done. Like I said, about 4 or 5 minutes in, flip them over, another 4 or 5 minutes, and you're done. So anyway, you guys have a good weekend. We'll see you next time.